4. Welcome, shitheads, to week 4 of our wonderful fantasy league. And we're going to do a quick wrap-up, get into my predictions, and we're going to go contender or pretender as a early season look. Okay, let's go in. Last week I lost to Barry. Oh, I don't want to talk about it. And this week I have Tom Brady and Gronkowski. So I'm going to give Bryce, you know what, Bryce, let's just break right into my prediction for my game. Bryce, you win. Good job. You beat me without Brady and Gronk. Pat, 3-0, and Tim is 0-3. Pat took down Tim by 5 points. I'm not going to go too into depth with players, but Tim, season's not over, buddy. Kenny went down by 7, 0-3. Jason, 2-1. Kenny, like I said, season's not over. This is a good matchup. No QB Nick. 136 against Joe's 131 with the win. Good job, Nick. We'll get later. We'll go into that later. Bryce with his first win, with a killer win, and Jake even put up a good game. 143.7 against Jake's 128.8. Cardinals D was Bryce's top scorer with 29 points. 2 pick sixes at the beginning of the game. If you guys watched it, it was ape shit. And Chris Lugovitz, 3-0 against Todd's 1-2. 165.7 with the highest week total against Todd's 77.9. Okay, let's get into predictions. We're not going to break down too much on those. Bryce against me, we already talked about that. Bryce gets the win there. Tim against Joe. Tim, you really need to get some shit going. Just do a quick look at the team here. God, Andrew Luck not doing shit for you. Alex Smith maybe bounces back. Cincinnati D, though. Give me Tim. Give me Tim's first win that week. Jace against Jacob. That's a good game. Yeah. Jake's got the line. Colin Kaepernick, Bradford, Joe Flacco, Matt Ryan. I'm going to go Jake on that one. Todd against Kenny. Kenny, I'm rooting for you, buddy. Get a win. Let's see who has the line. You have the line, so tear it up. Nick and Barry, 2-1s against 2-1s. Now, last year, Barry was not in the playoffs, barely missed it, and Nick got knocked out pretty early in the playoffs by, God, I wonder who that was. Wait a second. I remember. Let's see. I'm going to take Barry on that one. Let me double check teams. I don't know. Nick's really putting together a solid season with Derek Carr. I would give you Derek Carr, man. He was solid as a definitely late pick as a QB. I was going to say a low-end QB2, but he's in high upside QB2, maybe low-end QB1. So nice pick there. Aaron Rodgers, Jesus Christ, just killed the shit out of me. Jimmy Clausen, oh boy, and then you got Mike Vick. So that's the game of the week right there. Barry and Nick, 2-1s. Basically to keep the season going on. Nick's got 2 in a row. Barry's got 1 right now. Projected total goes to Nick, but Barry, with Dante Moncrief and Aaron Rodgers, is sneaky good. So I'm taking Nick. Barry, I'm sorry, I'm taking Nick. I've doubted him before, and I'm not going to doubt him anymore. And we'll get into contender and pretender here in a little bit. And Chris against Pat, the 3-0s. The 2 undefeateds versus each other. I lied. Your guys' game. Maybe 2 games of the week? No. This is the game of the week. We'll even break this one down. This is how excited I am. Eli Manning and Andy Dalton on Chris's side. Dalton has been killing it, and boy, oh boy, did I ever doubt that. Russ Wilson against Teddy Bridgewater. I'm going to give it to Chris on the quarterback situation there. Pat has Le'Veon Bell and Darren Sproles. Great grab. Mark Ingram and Jamal Charles, great running backs. Julio Jones, Larry Fitzgerald have been killing it. A.J. Green, Percy Harvin. I like A.J. Green. I don't know about Percy Harvin. I think I dropped him. Martellus Bennett. They got nowhere else to go with the ball. God, that's going to be a good game. Those teams are sick. Give me Pat. Nope. Yeah, give me Pat. Go Pat. Good luck, Pat. Okay. Now we're going to break down the teams and go into contender or pretender. Let's check the standings right now. Chris is 3-0. Oh, man. I'd love to say pretender with the Dalton pick, but he quietly put together a good team. Jamal Charles, Mark Ingram, solid running backs. Julio Jones, Larry Fitzgerald. I really like where he went there. Tight end, Jordan Cameron. I don't know how he's been doing this season, but I'm sure he's been fine. Panthers D at Tampa Bay, solid for that matchup. And the bench doesn't lie, pretty solid. And he handcuffed Jamal Charles. Nice. Contender. I'm going to go back to Pat on this one, our other 3-0. And boy, oh boy, I'm going to say contender. I don't even have to go through the team. Le'Veon Bell, Darren Sproles, A.J. Green. We already kind of went through that. The bench is Golden Tate, C.J. Spiller, Giovanni Bernard, solid, and Lance Dunbar. Man, he's been all over. And James Jones. Dear God, Pat, you're taking it for real this year. Contender. Now let's go to our 2-1s. No QB, Nick. Here's where we break down on your team. You pretender. You're such a pretender. I like the Derek Carr. Michael Vick is a pretender. Brandon Weeden is the backup. You got Adrian Peterson, Jeremy Maclin, Randall Cobb, and T.Y. Hilton carrying you. That's for sure. C.J. Anderson has done shit for you, like I said he wouldn't. Sammy Watkins, LeGarrette Blount, Eric Decker. Not too bad of a team in the long haul, that's for sure. But the quarterbacks are really lacking. I'm going to say pretender. I see you maybe getting a few more wins here and then really falling apart. Sorry, buddy. Like I have been all season. Mark my words. Jason, here we go. The champ. Quietly putting 2-1, just kind of staying on the fringe. He was leading last year. He's kind of staying on the fringe. Doesn't want to, probably doesn't want to be seen. Getting dogged on a lot. So let's look at his team. Ben went out, which is really going to hurt. He's got Colin Kaepernick and Sam Bradford playing right now. Now, Arian Foster comes back either this week or next week. I'm going to give him a contender. I really like the running backs. Wide receivers are solid. Amari Cooper is looking like a stud who I wanted in the draft. Greg Olsen, always solid. And I think Bradford picks up. So I'm going to say contender for sure. Let's go into, I guess I'll analyze myself. With the Brady-Gronk, I'll be totally serious on this. With the Brady-Gronk combo, I really think I can carry myself fully. My running backs aren't the best. Justin Forsett, Matt Jones, and Carlos Hyde, I really don't know how to play. Ted Ginn, Mike Wallace, and DeAndre Hopkins. I like my receivers, and then Kendall Wright. If I could play him the week he blows up, I'd be all cool with it. And Ryan Tannehill, he's been okay. His position ranking's 11, so where I drafted him is what I got him. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm a contender. I think I can meet you guys in the playoffs yet again, and hopefully make a deep playoff run. And Barry's team. Now, with Barry's team, Aaron Rodgers, gosh, he does not have another quarterback. Marcus Mariota's on bye. He does have another quarterback. So I do like the Marcus Mariota. He's been killing it. Running backs, he kind of lacked this year. Amir Abdullah, solid. Ronnie Hillman, DeMarco Murray, and Melvin Gordon. I'd take Amir out of all of them. But, the Lions suck ass. Dante Moncrief, Michael Crabtree, Des Bryant got hurt. Bear in the wide receivers. And Dwayne Allen. So I do see him as a contender. Unless the team really starts breaking down and you can't plug and play. But as for now, you're a contender. Now, let's look at our 0-3 teams and analyze which one is going to get a win. I think I picked them both to win this week, but the best bounce back of the season, let's go with that instead of a win. Best bounce back. I know you guys are both panicking. I'm going to go with Tim here. I think Andrew Luck really comes back against Jacksonville this week, and Phillip Rivers is 15 position ranking, so about where he drafted him. Latavius Murray is crazy. Carlos Williams was a nice grab. And Mike Evans, I think, starts picking it up here with Emmanuel Sanders. Let's not discredit Kenny here and go look at his team. Kenny with Peyton Manning, who's been solid, and Tyrod Taylor, who's actually way ahead of Peyton in points. So Matt Forte, Brandon Cooks, Odell Beckham, Jordan Matthews. God, the team doesn't look bad here. Maybe we just had some bad luck, but I am still going to go with Tim on the bounce back. And let's take a look at the best 1 and 2, since there's 4 of them. And, man, it's all of you have decent teams. It's not like anybody drafted anyone bad. I'm going to take a flyer on this one and say Jake the Snake Parker. Even though he's in my division, he's going to get crunched. Marshawn Lynch, Jonathan Stewart, Matt Ryan, solid. Keenan Allen's been solid. Alshon Jeffrey, I think, bounces back here soon. They got nobody else to throw to. Heath Miller, Joe Flacco, both decent. Broncos defense has been killing it. And Antonio Gates comes back here pretty soon, too. So I think that's going to be a nice grab. Oh, and he's got Seahawks defense. What a fucking pud. Other than that, yeah, I'm going to go Jake as the up and riser there as the playoff contender. And we're going to go with Todd on the other 1 and 2 there as the pretender. Drew Brees out. Ryan Mallett, Blake Bortles is the backup QBs. I don't know if he can recover. Then again, he did ride the playoffs without quarterbacks last year. So, week 4. Good luck, fellas.